We set out on a mission to find every red keyboard ever made, because every Worship Keys player knows that the only keyboards that sound good at all must be red. It was a very scientific process, and I'm so excited to share the results. Let's dive right in. So first up, we have the Akai Professional MPK Mini Mach 3 keyboard controller, and yes, it is red. Now, 99 bucks at Guitar Center right now. It's got black keys, which is super cool. And I bet this keyboard sounds incredible because it's red. Now, some of you might be thinking it's just a MIDI controller, but you know what? I've been using Nords as MIDI controllers for years, and they sound insanely good when I use them as MIDI controllers. Anyways, next up we have the Casio Tone CT S200 RD 61 key portable keyboard for beginners. Now this comes with 400 tones and 77 rhythms along with an LCD display, and those things might be what you think like defining characteristics, where the value is in this lovely Casio keyboard. But you're wrong. It's because it's red and it sounds incredible, and it's $139. If this keyboard weren't red, I wouldn't pay more than $13.90, but since it's red, this is justified. Next up, another Amazon find, we have the Corgliano portable 88 key digital piano with semi-weighted keys. Big upgrade there over the Casio. Bass reflex speakers, powerful low end, and it does include a sustain pedal and power adapter. I don't really care about any of that. There's one word in this description that jumps out to me. I bet you can't guess what it is. Red. $329.99. Now, there's some other just absolute garbage options also listed here on the page. We've got it in black. It's so awful that it barely even loads. We've got it in blue. That would be cool if it were red. So we'll put a link in the description to this. It's an affiliate. No, we're not gonna put an affiliate link in the description of this. Okay, moving on. Next we have the Roland Go Keys. Roland Go Keys 61 key music creation piano keyboard with integrated Bluetooth speakers. It's not even mentioned in the description. It's very diminutive, but it is 100% red. And that's really what defines it. So $419.95. What? I don't know anything about this one, but it's red. It's $420. Wow. It must do cool stuff. I mean, it's for adults. It weighs 8.6 pounds. I don't know. I mean, let's move on. Now, this is not actually in stock, but it is red. The Yamaha SHS-10R red Keytar keyboard synthesizer. Best of two worlds, a keyboard and a guitar. I mean, it is really cool. I would actually, maybe I should join the wait list. Notify when available. Okay, next up we have got another classic from Yamaha. This is the H11 Modus digital piano. Now, you might be thinking, David, this is Amber Glow. But wait, if we scroll down below the fold, we get Velvet Rouge. I don't know much about this. I think it was like a living room piece. I think they were really, really expensive. But I mean, that's what you get for Velvet Rouge. You gotta pay up if you want that sweet rouge. Next we have an option from our friends at Alibaba who are actually sponsoring this video. No, I'm just joking. Alibaba's not sponsoring this video. Who would sponsor this video? This is the AIERSI Air-C brand gloss red polish. Gloss red polish, or it's a Polish key bed. I think it's polish. 88 hammer-weighted keys, digital piano grand, electronic keyboard instrument practice, or compose, but not both. Yeah, I mean, it's red. Like, look at that. It's super red. It's red all the way around. Sides are red. It's $245 for one, but if you do purchase in bulk, then you're gonna see a $3 discount if you buy 5 to 9. So if you're a multi-site, multi-campus church, this is for you. If you buy more than 10, $239. So you're actually saving a lot. You do have to pay for shipping, and it takes 2 to 3 weeks to arrive. So I wish this were on Amazon, but a built-in music stand also. It doesn't really compare to the Glary. You guys remember the Glary video? Not many of you watched it. Anyways, let's keep moving. Next up, we have the Sonova U48 Studio Upright Piano, 48 inches and red. This is $5,000, but honestly, who cares? That's not stopping anybody because it's a red keyboard. Just looks incredible. I don't even need to hear it to know that it sounds incredible, so I'm just gonna ignore that play button. Now there are additional finishes, but you don't need it in clear acrylic. A clear acrylic is just a ruse. It's all about velvet rouge because it's red. I mean, okay, that's actually really cool. Look, it's crazy, but it's pretty cool. But don't get distracted. Red is where it's at. If the keyboard's red, the worship spirit led. I've been known to say that. And I just said it. Velvet Rouge. All right, next up, Dexabel Vivo H10 digital upright piano with bench, polished dark red. I know it's polished, it's not polished. Polished dark red. $5,999.99. So it's not even $6,000 from Sweetwater. And you know, when you order it, they give you that candy. So $5,999.99. Dexabel sounds great. It's a European company. They make great workstation keyboards. So I bet this sounds incredible because it's red. Next up, we have the Microsoft Surface Pro signature keyboard in poppy red. If this did make sound, I'm sure it would sound amazing. Moving on, I'm sure that you folks will probably recognize this one. This is the Nord Stage 4 88 stage keyboard. And it doesn't even need to be said in the description. This keyboard, red. $5,999 and no cents. And it is available from Sweetwater. And the thing about the Nord, they sound incredible. They sound really great. Great piano sounds, super detailed, great synth engine, good organ engine, and they're awesome. There's a lot going on. For churches that buy Nords, I find that oftentimes they're only recognizing like 10% of its potential. But for the players that get really comfortable with the Nord and figure out how to squeeze all of the value out of it, man, there's a lot there, and they really do sound incredible. Now, just in case though, $5,999 was not enough for you. This is a 1910 Steinway zero grand, I don't know, EP, red pops color. So we've got Velvet Rouge, and then on the other side, we've got red pops. And this is only $135,100, but you can secure it with a deposit of $114,835. And I mean, it's pretty cool. Honestly though, if I'm gonna drop $135K on a piano, I need it to be entirely red. Like, they really did not commit to the bit here. It's disappointing. If I were to buy this, I would probably then go to the store and buy some red spray paint and just go all red pops. Maybe actually consider a switch to Velvet Rouge. And then I think it's ready for the stage. Any church I go to that has a giant red grand piano on it, I mean, I'm locked in. I'm paying attention the entire time, and I'm really confident that piano sounds amazing. Okay, so here's the truth. Most of these keyboards, if I were gonna use them, I would just use them as a MIDI controller. And actually, we do videos sometimes where I use a Nord as a MIDI controller for our Sunday Keys app. And folks ask, why in the world are you doing that? Nords sound incredible. And I don't disagree at all. Nords do sound incredible. But like I said earlier, the learning curve is on the steeper side, and I think that a lot of folks don't recognize the return on investment of buying a $6,000 Nord Stage 4. Now you can save some money and purchase a used Stage 3 or Stage 2, but you're giving up some of the new features that are in these newer versions, some of the new libraries, and you're still spending multiple thousands of dollars. In contrast, you can use any MIDI keyboard with a software-based setup. And I'm super biased because obviously at Sunday Sounds we make worship keyboards software, so we're not big proponents of the hardware approach. We think you should just use whatever old keyboard you have and an adapter to get MIDI from that to your iPad or your Mac running Sunday Keys, and then you get lots of functionality that none of the hardware options I just showed you have, like the ability to load in up to 15 different sounds in a patch, seamless transitions across the patch, an ever-expanding sound library. We add new sounds to it every month, and in my opinion, especially this new stage grand that we added, it sounds just as good as any hardware workstation keyboard. And you know, the samples in Nords and Rolands and Yamaha keyboards themselves, they come from somewhere also, and we work really hard on getting incredible samples that are legally sourced or created by our in-house team and that sound just as good or better than any option out there in a hardware keyboard today, red or not. So this new stage grand sounds so beautiful. And you can do incredible stuff like time snapshot transitions to build up your patch, seamlessly blending layers on the fly, executing incredible live performances. Now, is it possible to use a red keyboard or any other hardware workstation to get a sound that is that big, that full? Yeah, I think so, but you have to spend a lot of time figuring out how to dive into the menus or operate the system within that hardware to get it to work like that. By contrast, you can get this ready for anything patch by just tapping the shared setlist link in the description, and it'll automatically open in the Sunday Keys app, ready to play, pre-programmed. It's a great template for volunteers to use if they're not used to building or customizing their own patches. Honestly, Sunday Keys, we think it is the most comprehensive, easy-to-use solution for churches. We think it presents a better return on investment than any hardware keyboard option out there, red or not. Is it the best sounding option in the entire world? Honestly, I mean, that's subjective, but we're not trying to just make something that sounds incredible and that's it. We're focusing on the functionality, the sound quality, and the fact that the library is updated every month means that it always sounds like what worship music is doing now and what worship music is going to be doing next. So the whole point of this video was just to kind of have fun and poke at this trope of churches desiring a red keyboard above all else. I love Nords, they sound great. If I had to play one, if I didn't have my software in front of me, I'm sure I would be happy. I'd make it sound great, but I think it'd take me a lot longer and there'd be things that I would miss from the software world that are pretty darn important to me, and I think lots of churches find value in that too. So anyways, hope this video was fun for you to watch. If we missed a red keyboard, leave a comment and let us know which model we missed. There's lots more we found, but we couldn't include them all just for the sake of time. So anyways, if you liked the video, share it with a worship leader you know, give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Have a great day.